way, because you know in the ghetto it's different, man. It's like all we got is respect, because you ain't got no money.
Yeah, all my niggas screaming, say that, say that. All my niggas screaming, say that, say that. All my niggas screaming, say that, say that. All my niggas, oh.
What's happening, y'all? And welcome to another episode of Drug Dealer Confessions. You did. Shout out to the homeboy Talent and Hustle. If you're new to this channel, peep the web series Bloods, Crips, and Essays BCE on this channel. Dropping some hot shit about to heat up on that motherfucker. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe, hit that bell. Fuck with us, man. We're gonna do some real shit. We're gonna do some dope shit. In this episode, we're gonna talk about the little homie Jungle. You dig? I was at one point, I was slanging. I had a whole area that was sold up. That was doing me real well. You dig? Right now, this an area. I'm not even gonna say. I'm not even gonna say the streets. If you from that area, I'm not even gonna say what city it's in. But I had a whole area. It's an area called Montview. There was a strip. Mexicans have moved in. It's a dope area though. They got some good food. They got some good taco trucks out there and shit. But anyway, I had this area sold up. I was slanging weed like a motherfucker out this motherfucker. It was a lot of slanging, but it wasn't a lot of money because it was small sacks. This is before I got a plug, so I was slanging like a little half ounce, little ounce here, sometimes a little nickel. Still, I was still selling nickel or a dime. You dig? I was still selling nigga a dime. So I was small time. You feel me? So I was like, hey, somebody hit me and they wanted like a half ounce or a 20 sack or some shit, something smaller, nigga. Where I was at the time, you could get a half ounce for like 25. A Reggie, is some good Reggie for like 25, nigga. So this girl, she's hit me. She was like, she wanted a little 25. I sold her some shit maybe once or twice before, right? But I just bumped into her. I never really like had her call me though. At the time, I was like walking out the store. She asked me for something. I happened to have something on me. It was that type of shit. But this time she had hit me. So I was like, yeah. She said she lived down the street from me, like right half the block away. So I was like, yeah, come over here, come around, meet me in the alley. You did? Because I ain't had nobody come to my spot. I used to be like, come to the alley. You know what I'm talking about? So I go out to the alley, and she out there with some nigga, right? And he's a young nigga though. And she's young though. She's like 18, but he like 16. But like turns out he's her younger brother. That's my nigga. We gonna call him Jungle. You dig what I'm talking about? He was from the jungle in California, in Marin City. You dig? He used to say some shit like, the jungle creed is at the lion's feet or on any prey at hand. He was sat at the feast and branded a beast before he was a man or some shit like that. He used to say some dope shit. And then I seen T. Rogers say that shit. And I was like, oh shit, my nigga Jungle. Anyway, he was 16. And he was there just to make sure that ain't nobody do nothing to his sister, that his sister was safe. I respected that. I told him at the time, hey man, right on, man. You looking out for your sister and shit. And making sure don't no crazy shit happen to her, man. I respect that. You know what I mean? He's a little homie. And he was like, yeah. I gave him a little sack. They dipped out. Then pretty soon, he started calling me. He went back, called me like 15 minutes. One of his homies wanted a little sack. I met up with him again. So I started fucking with the little homie Jungle on some little baby sack shit. You know, he wanted his little dimes here and there. You dig what I'm talking about? And I used to fuck with him because he lived right up the block and I thought he was a cool little nigga. You know, so I know that nigga don't play about his sister, you know? Turns out something happened with his sister. Somebody done disrespected his sister up the block. I think somebody grabbed her booty or some shit or disrespected her. I don't know. Somebody grabbed her up or something. And that nigga came and asked me if he could buy a pistol from me. You did? And I was like, nah. Because the only pistols I had to keep. I had a little shotgun in the place. I had a little 38. And that's it. You know what I mean? So I needed that shit because I was doing what I did. So I was like, nah, I don't sell pistols, homie. You know? So, but my nigga, he dipped out. And then a week later, my nigga, I swear to you, ran down on some nigga, shot this nigga, like broad daylight, right in front of the cops or some crazy shit. Nigga was 16 years old. They gave that nigga 32 years. They tried him as an adult and gave him 32 years. And I be thinking about shit like that, like little nigga like that. You know, he was ready to fight and die for honor. You did, for his sister. You did. if a little nigga like that had a different outlet or you know what I'm saying, a different way. Because, you know, in the ghetto, it's different, man. It's like all we got is respect because you ain't got no money unless you slanging. And even then, you worry looking over your shoulder. So it's like respect mean a lot, you know. What could we do if we had a little nigga like that and he could have put that same type of passion into a craft or into something positive, you know. I just be thinking about that shit. Anyway, right on. Thank you for paying attention. If you reach this point in the video, my nigga, subscribe, hit that bell, fuck with us. Shout out to the Homeboy Talent Hustle. Peep that web series, Bloods, Crips, and Essays. Season 2 on its way. We gonna be dropping some hot content, man. Fuck with us, man. We out this motherfucker.
Yeah, all my niggas screaming, say that, say that. All my niggas screaming, say that, say that. All my niggas screaming, say that, say that. All my niggas.